Monaco isn't one of my strongest circuits, but it's quite close to being my weakest circuit. But changes have been made off camera to equipment, and I have a new wheel, so that could be good. Power steering, so yeah. Force feedback, which is nice, and yeah. Here we are now, anyway, enough about that. Assigning activities and spending resource points if we can. Quite close to teams now, and my wheel is just recalibrating itself after my pedals weren't working. So I'm just doing that. Got enough upgrade resource points, no mind, I can't speak, for a upgrade on the aerodynamics, although I don't believe we will need to do that, but I think we will anyway. Pausing for a very long time. Coming out, we see we're just behind Ferrari in what is Mercedes, Red Bull, Racing Point, McLaren. We're in 6th, so on the brink of points, basically. Hopefully we can get any upgrade, it doesn't matter what upgrade, to come in, and then we can get ahead of Ferrari, so that we are definitely getting some points. Go for a drag reduction upgrade on the aerodynamic side. No resource points available for anything else, but I do believe we'll get a power upgrade and a sashi upgrade for the GP, so that could be fun. Don't have enough money for anything yet, so we're just going to wait, and yeah. Fitness spec 2's come in, power upgrade, and no, the sashi upgrade don't come in yet. Not enough money at all yet, but we're going to the R&D side. Don't have enough money, resource points for anything. Seeing if we can do aerodynamics. Can't, because we don't have enough money yet. We 1.5 mil behind. Looking at the resource point generations, still nowhere near in terms of money. Sponsor relations, still take 5. We could go for something on durability side, but yeah. I'd rather go for all quality controls and all resource point generations first. So I believe from now it would take, let me see, 5, 10, 15, plus 6, 21, 27 mil. So yeah, changing all the engine components to the absolute least one. So yeah. Although I do believe, Monaco isn't a power circuit, so that's why I didn't really like the fact that I was getting a power upgrade for Monaco, because it's kind of useless. But yeah, we're going to go for the absolute least one anyway, so we can still have a little bit of an edge against our competitors, who seem to still be Ferrari, and yeah. Gearbox can be replaced, so we are going to go ahead and replace our gearbox, as we have completed 6 races. This is race number 7, so yeah, we can go and get another gearbox for free. At Monaco, it's going to be a sunny qualifying and sunny race, so we won't have to worry about any of that for this weekend. But got to do practice to warm up to the circuit, and I'm not going to show you the fact that I've made a setup this time, because you'll know that I've made a setup. And yeah, Monaco barriers are quite close, so we are going to have a tough challenge adapting to the new wheel at Monaco. I mean, why is this the first circuit we go to? Track acclimatization, end of this program, and you only get green, not a purple, but yeah, not too bad. Fuel consumption, we also got that team objective. Qualifying pace, I did that, I don't know why. quite slow. We beat Latifi, who was on hard, so yeah. Car setup, I changed it to the ones that we were actually going to use. It seemed to have worked. Going up and doing race strategy, got consistent lap times, 3 of them. Lap 2, we're going to go green again, so then we get result green good pace. Set purple final sector, and for the final lap, we're going to come across the line, and we get the 3rd lap above the target time, which creates enough for us to get a purple. Unfortunately, I went out to do the ERS management, because I did the qualifying pace. I didn't have time for it, so yeah, that's a little bit annoying, but these things happen. Getting all the experience XP points now. Not enough to go up to tier 25 yet, but I've still got enough time to get to tier 30. Just behind Alex in terms of pace on the medium tyres, so not too bad. Surprising that on the medium tyres we were quicker than what we were on the soft tyres, but yeah, Sandavot turn 1, very annoying for me. I kind of always make mistakes there.
Are you happy with your performance today?
I mean, everything seemed to have gone my way apart from qualifying pace, but yeah, other than that, I mean, I knew that was going to happen, so technically it went my way. But I also, but yeah, and then again I weren't happy about it. I don't know, but I think we didn't have enough downforce there, so that's annoying. I had to go for that. Once again, car was sliding around too much. I mean, I seem to have gone for these two, but thinking about it now, morale has probably gone down. You can't check the percentage morale anymore. You used to be able to do that on previous games. Cody's, please bring that back for 2021. Getting some team acclaim now from the end of practice. Alex Albon still on level 12 acclaim. Team quite close to halfway of level 16 acclaim. Hopefully we can get to level 20 by the end of the season. Then we can get the fifth and final sponsor. I can't speak. Jeff telling us not to panic or get impatient. I mean, I can get impatient sometimes, and I mean, I don't panic, I get annoyed. So, yeah, that is it for me. I forgot I had changed my pose to that one. I smile whenever I see it as well. 1,500 resource points to spend. I do believe we are going to go for a weight redistribution. No. I go for a durability upgrade, the minor one at the very top. Get that done, because we are quite low here. So yeah, gonna get that done, and that will come in for the Canadian Grand Prix, I believe. So yeah, I do think it actually could come in for the Azerbaijan. Yeah, it will come in for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, just like this one. DRS minor. So yeah, that'll be good. 4 upgrades possibly coming for Azerbaijan. So I hope they all get onto the car. I've done Azerbaijan, but I just can't remember the R&D stuff. I remember obviously the result. Not spoiling anything. Speaking about not spoiling anything, we got second in the last Grand Prix at Spain, so hopefully we can get quite close to that again for Monaco. Welcome to the most important qualifying session of the season. It's pretty much impossible to overtake here, so qualifying is everything. On our first lap, we got a little bit behind Alex. On our second lap, we went 3 tenths quicker, so we went ahead of him, just behind Max Verstappen and Kimi Raikkonen. going a little bit wide at turn 1 on the cooldown lap, although we did that on our first lap and second lap as well. Going into turn 1 on our final lap, we actually hit the apex this time, and we go up in delta because of it. So yeah, 2 tenths I've been losing because of that. Going through turn 3 now, staying in 4th gear, going in 3rd gear for the next part of the chicane, into the first hairpin now, going into 1st gear, and this is what the new wheel helped me with. Full rotation, a little bit late on the power though, so that could have changed. We lost all the time that we gained at Sandvort now, so that's a little bit annoying. Heading into the Novell chicane of turn 10 and 11, although there's pretty much more than 2 corners here. There's 1, 2, 3 and 4 corners here, so yeah, that's stupid. Getting some time through there though. I'm going quick left-hander and quick chicane at the swimming pool, called the swimming pool chicane, funny enough. Going into Rascas now, locking the front right just a little bit, heading into the final corner now, clipping the curbs on the entry and coming across the line. I'm going to go 5 tenths up, almost 6 tenths, and we go into P5, and there's qualifying complete. So we could have waited just a little bit, but we didn't. I'm going to hold up Max Verstappen, about Bottas actually, sorry, just a little bit. There's Max Verstappen. Pull over to the side, let him go, and then we've got Charles Leclerc behind us, so gonna let him go, but actually no, we're just gonna go back to the garage and collect XP points. Some reason it focused back on the garage, but I think that's because I clicked go to garage and the session was already over. So yeah, there's that. P8 in the end, unfortunately. Sergio Perez seems to have set a faster lap. I think it was P5 it was. I can't remember. Charles Leclerc down in P22, so that's a little bit of a surprise. But then again, Sebastian Vettel's up in P17, down in P17. It's weird to think that that's the gap, considering we're behind them. As highlighted there, the Renaults and AlphaTauris just behind us. So as long as we don't lose out on the first lap, we should be fine. Same in pit stops. So yeah, not too bad of a qualifying from us. I mean, I thought the game could tell between qualifying and race. I mean, it tells the difference now. And yet she said that was a great race. Jesus. Yeah, everything went my way. No, this isn't the result I need at this stage. I'm too far above. That's what Alex would be saying at the moment. I think our aero package seems quite balanced as well. I mean, the car's perfectly balanced. Bumping up the Sashi morale so that we can get that major that's coming. Weight reduction. We beat Esteban Ocon in that qualifying session somehow. So yeah, beating him in the rivalry by 6 points now, as we've got 3 races remaining. Team Acclaim not going up by much at all for anyone. So yeah, it's hopefully we got some words of wisdom from anyone.
I think we can call that a successful qualifying. We should be in with a good chance in the race.
Yes, we can call that a successful qualifying, Jeff. And some pun about carbon fibre. I know what the pun is. It's called carbon fibre because it's meant to stay in the car. I think that's what the pun he's talking about, because he's told us it before. So, but let's go to the race and away from the joke. If that was a joke, I don't know.
To Monte Carlo once again today, home to the world famous Monte Carlo Casino, first opened in 1863. And of course, a certain road race, first held here in 1929. There's no greater an occasion, no more valuable a win than the Monaco Grand Prix. We're on the French Riviera once more this weekend at the 2-mile-long Circuit de Monaco. The cars climb around 40 metres up through Beau Rivage, onto the casino, and then descending down towards the harbour through Sector 2. It's a very short run from pole position to the first of the 19 corners here, 7 to the left and 11 to the right. There's one single DRS zone as well, so don't expect that to make overtaking any easier today. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of Turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up
Oh no.
after yesterday's exciting qualifying session.
Yeah, I did a mistake here. You're only going to get to see the top 4 starting position. Seems like Valtteri got a penalty. My screen was going dark, so I accidentally pressed A because of I forgot what buttons were which. So yeah, that's my bad. So we don't get to see if anyone got some penalties. But yeah, it doesn't matter. And changing the strategy to our personalised strategy, and yeah, hopefully we can follow that strategy and do quite well. Changing the alternate default strategy still. Changing the alternate strategy to personalised as well. See if anything changes. Not much, only tyre wear and lap times. But let's go to the formation lap for the Monaco Grand Prix. Quite high up actually. So P7, I think that's our highest ever starting position. So that's nice.
Is good, but we need to learn the gears, so go into each one when you can. We're going to need some work on the brakes, so put some energy into them and warm the tyres as well, please.
Warming up the car we did, and yeah, here I'm gonna find out if anyone has got any penalties by memory. So yeah, we're starting 7th. We've gone up a position, but due to Valtteri Bottas getting a penalty. I remember Carlos Sainz was 13th, so we know that. But let's get ready for the race Grand Prix now. I'm going quite close to the barrier there on the inside. I don't know why. Gonna be a little bit angled, but luckily the game will sort everyone out before the race. I kind of wish the game didn't do that. So like, yeah, but then again, the game had screwed over people. So yeah, I guess that's why it does it. I wish you could drive yourself to the grid. So like, yeah, that'd be cool. And you get a penalty for going in the wrong grid slot. That'd be amazing. Same in the pit lane. Go to the wrong pit lane box. Anyway, 5 lights are on now and they're out, and we get an okay start compared to our counterparts of Pierre Gasly. Lance Stroll's going to leave an inside gap on the inside, so we take that chance, and we exceed track limits just a little bit, but we're up into P6 now. Max Verstappen and Lando Norris going side by side through Casino Square. Damn it. I don't think that's chicane actually. Going into the Lowe's hairpin now, which is one of these 2 corners. I don't know which one. Yellow flags because of the slow speed that we're going because of lap 1, and everyone is so bunched up. Heading towards turn 9 in the tunnel now, and getting a little bit wiggly, and Jeff is telling us about a great first lap that we've had. Lance Stroll seems to be having a look at us now, but we managed to defend that off, going into the Nouvelle chicane. And yeah, heading on to lap 2 now. Lewis Hamilton set the fastest lap, and as he must be leading the race. And we set a 1:20.9. And going into Nouvelle chicane, we cut the corner just a little bit, and that's our second warning of the race, so that could be dangerous now. Going through the swimming pool chicane, we are not going to do anything. Editing bad. Lewis Hamilton sent 1:12.4. we're going to come across the line to set a 1:14.0. Quite a bit off the pace. Going a little bit wide at turn 1 again. DRS is enabled now. Lap 3 at the hairpin. Go a little bit wide on the midpoint of the corner, and Stroll tries to have a look at us. Only reason I did that was to try and get round the corner, so I put power on, and yeah, it didn't quite work. Jeff wanted us to use some of our overtake button, and we do that on the very next straight. Approach and pit window will be on the medium, so we're pitting in 2 laps time. Coming to the end of that lap now. Not much happened during that lap, and yeah, lap 5 now. 1 more lap before our pit box.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.9 seconds.
Gap ahead to Lando Norris is 3.9, now 4.0. Heading on to lap 6, Lance Stroll seems to have closed in on us a little bit. In this lap now, Lance Stroll closed in massively in that in turn 1. We can make contact, I think, going up to turn 2. Yes, we do. And Stroll backs out of it as we kind of forced him to. Heading towards the hairpin now. We go a little bit wide again, and he tries to have a look, but don't let anything happen just quite yet. And yeah, he's still quite close there. We lose the rear end once again, and I forgot to stop recording at some point and start re-recording, so that's why I paused for a sec there. Going into Nouvelle Chicane, quite slow there, try and fend off Lance Stroll, losing the rear end once again, and yeah, Lance Stroll seems to have been falling off the back of us now as we head into the pit lane, so maybe he's got some front wing damage from when we made contact. If speaking about contact, I hit the wall on the pit lane entry, so I did a little of a half spin, but luckily we weren't going at such a high speed, and we were going into the pit lane. Nice stop from the boys, 1.9 seconds. Coming out of the pit lane, I'm going to be in no traffic whatsoever. All that traffic has passed, so that's not too bad. Teammate in the pit lane now, as so is the race leader of second Red Bull, Daniel Ricciardo, technically the first one. Purple final sector for us, seems to be quite strong there, so I mean that's where I've suited the car, because that's where I am strong. Charles Leclerc seems to have held up Lando Norris and Max Verstappen, so we caught up a bit now and we're in DRS range. I've got A as DRS because on my wheel the A button has a DRS sticker over it, so yeah, I thought it'd make sense if DRS sticker controlled DRS, and PL for pit limiter did the pit limiter, so that's why B is the pit limiter. Anyway, heading through the laps now. Not much happening. Just falling off the back of Lando and Max, and then coming back onto the back of him. So yeah, losing the rear end just a little bit coming out turn 1, and Jeff telling us that we've burnt off pretty much all of our excess fuel, and that will be back down to target soon. Yeah, not really much happening. Locking up into turn 1 once again, and we lead our teammate by 11.2 seconds. Lando Norris still quite close to us, so that's something that we've got going for us. We're going to have to make a dive on soon, but keep locking up into turn 1, so that's not going to help us. And because of that, we've dropped off the back and we haven't got DRS, so yeah, that's a little bit annoying. Locking up once again into turn 1, and 5 laps of fuel remaining, and yeah, we're losing quite a bit of time to them. 2 tenths away from being within DRS range. Purple final sector once again, and yeah, hopefully we can close in and stay with them. Just telling us to keep managing our tyres, which we are doing. Going into the hairpin, we lose the rear end by accelerating too much, and yeah, losing some more time to the cars in front. So now we're just going to have to consolidate this position of P6 here. as we've got
Teammate behind is
4 laps remaining. Gap teammate behind is 13 seconds. Gap to car in front is 1.9. Going into Novell chicane. Losing the rear end, almost going into the barrier on the exit, so lost quite a bit of time to Lando and the cars ahead and to the cars behind. So they may be closing in. Yes, they are. They're about almost 3 seconds, just under 3 seconds behind us now. So a little bit worrying, but they're not close enough to make a dive. And seem to have lost rear end once again. This time at the final corners. So yeah, but we didn't lose too much time to the cars behind. Now we've lost quite a bit of time to the cars behind. It's now 2 seconds instead of 2.7. So I don't know where I've gone wrong there. 1.000 dead on to my previous best lap, which was a 13.2. Although I did set a 14.202. Yes, well done. Makes sense. Lewis Hamilton winning the Grand Prix now. Always want to win the Monaco Grand Prix because it's Monaco. Not just F1 fans watch Monaco. It's all the place for the fancy boats. Losing rear end once again. Gasly seems to have caught now. We gave him a little bit of hope, but we're like, nah, we're not going to give you that hope anymore. And we take P6 for ourselves. Quite a boring race, actually. Charles Leclerc getting drive today, not too bad for him. And yeah, see the podium. Oh yeah, we don't see any team principals because technically they don't have a pit wall because pit lane is not wide enough for it.
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Well, the Mercedes for winning. Not often we see them win. I know I'm going to keep a straight face for that. Getting tired of them winning. Hopefully we can improve the car quite a bit to stop them from winning. So we can get third in the Constructors. Ignore the voice car. Daniel Ricciardo getting second, like I said. Sergio Perez getting third. Nice podium from him. And yeah, Daniel Ricciardo. If you don't know, he's technically gone back to Red Bull in my career mode because he was at Red Bull in 2018, left to go to Renault, and in this he's gone back to Red Bull in 2021. 2000 XP points for doing 20 laps, and tier 25 now, and about halfway there to tier 26, almost there for tier 27, tier 30 I mean. So yeah, as long as we keep going up the tiers like this, we should be there in no time. Alex Albon, P13, not too bad from him. Daniel Ricciardo and Sergio Perez swapping places, just realised. That's what I was highlighting earlier. Yeah, somehow Bottas didn't get past Alex goes up positions due to the fact that I took out Stroll, so oh yeah, Stroll weren't near us at the end. Also, he must have got damaged then. Fifth in Constructors now. Ferrari falling down the field, and yeah, I don't see them going up anytime soon. I don't see us going up anytime soon either. P7 in drivers, 1 point behind Carlos in P6, so yeah, not too bad. But Carlos's McLaren does have quite a bit of pace, although he did get 12th in that race, so yeah. Here I am trying to do a thumbnail, and it's just a bunch of Mercedes' tyres there on the pit straight. How do I know they're Mercedes tyres? I'll show you. Going to investigate the tyres now. We look at them. and they've got a cyan ring, a turquoise ring. Lewis has his, wheels, and so does Valtteri. So yeah, those wheels have just appeared out of nowhere. Yeah, thought that was funny whilst I was doing my thumbnail.
From our perspective. Let's have yours.
At least you got the free race and qualifying correct.
All right, dear. Your team must be thrilled.
I'm thrilled with their support during the race, to be honest. Never mind my team being thrilled. Obviously, they have to be thrilled.
Finish race today, was it?
You're talking about Stroll collision. None of us wanted to back down, to be honest.
Appreciate your time.
You're welcome. At least you asked relevant questions. Rival breakdown. Esteban Ocon sitting the fastest lap than me. Shows the fact that I am not stronger at Monaco. And yeah, going up in the claim, I do believe Alex finally goes to level 13. He's been on that acclaim since God knows when. Quite close to level 17 acclaim, so yeah, that'll be good. Getting quite a lot of sponsor, what do you call them? Sponsor bonuses. So now we're on 7 million. But that is going to be the end of it. Hope you had a good Christmas. Just realised this is the first one out since Christmas. So yeah, hope you had a good Christmas. And yeah, I've been a Racengineer. See you next time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Hopefully releasing on New Year's Day, actually. Didn't realise that. Bye.